Welcome back, guys. Okay, just bear with me whilst I get these links out. And then we can dive straight into it. Oops, sorry. Da, 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 da. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Right, there goes one. Here goes the next. Right, we back. We are back. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. As always, guys, feel free to message us in the comment section. Okay. Let's see what we can get now. In this morning's London Open trading session, obviously we got in on a long position on sushi. Okay, it's still developing. We've got to just give it a little bit of warming time. In terms of our oil trades, okay. Again, just got to give it a little bit of breathing space and brewing time. So we'll let it do its thing, and then we'll go straight into it. But yeah, I mean, there's not been much development at the moment. This is still making that move down. It has come into its first liquidity zone or zone of support. So yeah, just gotta let it do its thing. We're just ahead of the New York opening session. So yeah, hopefully we get a little bit of volume coming in on then. And yeah, hopefully get a continuation pushing down. As you can see here, we are compressing, as you can see. So we'll see how things kind of develop here, but we got the overall decline in volume, so we should see a push up. This is still looking weak, so hopefully we can come in a little bit deeper. That'll be ideal in terms of our oil trade again. Let's letting it do its thing. Um, yeah, so it's pushed up a little bit higher than what we would have liked, ideally. So yeah. Why can't I hear? I'm not sure, bro. Yeah, I don't know. This everything should be working. Yeah, all my settings are okay, so the volume should be coming through. Yeah. I mean, all of my settings are okay. So, and my mic is plugged in, so it should be. I haven't changed anything since this morning, so everything should be okay and good to go. Um, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, let's see what we can get here. It's a relatively quiet day. Hopefully, we can get some movement. Um, yeah, get some movement on this New York Open. Morning, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, Ryan. I hope everything is all good with yourself, my man. My first time here. What do you like to show us? What to trade? Well, first of all, welcome. Yeah, I mean, we go through a whole load of things. So we'll go through a market update. We'll go and just kind of discuss the overall market condition, any news, and see whether we can get in on some trades. So yeah, so we'll trade crypto, traditional markets, FX, commodities, equities, anything that looks good. If you've got questions, feel free to message us in the chat. More than happy to go over anything. So yeah, make yourself at home, mate. See if we can get a trade. Again, as mentioned, it's been a slow morning, and well, just slow day so far. So we'll see. Sell. Okay. Maybe. Depends on what's happening. This is still coming down. I'm looking at it holding and actually moving back up, actually, rather than selling. Now I'm selling this. Oil, I'm looking for a short. I'm looking for longs on crypto. So let's see. Yeah, let's see if we can hold. It's just building up structure, guys. We came down, tested that 382 quite nicely. But buys still look a little bit weak. But as mentioned, we are compressing. So as long as we hold this kind of 382 area, ideally, would be nice for a continuation back up. So, yeah, we hold. This is nicely coming down. Where you sell or buy? I don't know. These are trades for this morning from this morning's live trading session, bro. So yeah, we're in long here, we're in short here. As you can see, this is our entry. Um, yeah. So we'll see. Let's see what we can get. Let me have a little look. One thing I wanted to touch on actually from this morning was the market expectations and predictions for the May interest rate decision. So, as mentioned in our updates, March, so Wednesday, the 22nd of March, there is. Okay, so the forecasts have changed. So this morning it was something like 44% for a 0% interest rates. On Wednesday, now it has changed. Now it's much higher for a 0.25. That again, as mentioned, 0.25 is what we're expecting. Okay. But one thing that I wanted to touch on is the expectation for the 3rd of May. Now, as mentioned earlier on, market expectation is right. Okay. 0.25 come Wednesday, and then a Fed pause in May. Okay, that is what they're expecting, and now things can change. What you want to keep your ears out for is whether that terminal rate or that the forecast for the terminal rate this year is increased in that in the on the FOMC speech this Wednesday. If that does play out, the market has not priced that in. The market has priced in a 0.25 come Wednesday and a 0% come May. Okay. Now the forecasts are currently. Bear with me. Where's okay? So a 32%, that it gets increased again. A 53% chance that it stays the same. So yeah, there's a good chance that we come in hot again. But again, even from those, you can tell the expectation is a pause. come May. And yeah, so if Jerome Powell in that speech on Wednesday says, okay, the forecast for the terminal rates is being increased, that opens the door for more interest rate hikes and risk on assets. It'll be risk off, and you will see crypto fall. Okay, this is getting a little bit of brewing, getting a little bit more movement now, which is nice to see. What's happening? Get off. Okay. Yeah, let's see how things kind of play out, yeah. Still moving down. Still very bearish on the dollar. Again, guys, anyone that's joining us, feel free to message us in the chat. Any TA that you'd like us to go through. Those that are liking the stream, thank you very much. Those that are giving us the follow, thank you even more. Very much appreciated. As mentioned, you will see us regularly here live, at least once or twice a day during the week. So, yeah, come trade with us. We got that 50 moving average just there, so even if we see a move down to here and then a rebound back up, I'm happy with that. As long as we don't lose this level, this is kind of your level that you're looking at to hold. As long as we hold that level, we are good. Da, 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 da. Alright, here we go. We should get some movement here now. So let's see. As you can see, I mean, you can see that we're even compressing here, right? Bam or bam. It can go either way, but it is looking like we are pushing up higher. There's still a bit more room for Bitcoin to go. There's just simply not enough sell side coming in. Yeah, there we go. That's your New York Open. Let's come down to here. Rebound. That'll be nice. There we go. Just at this level. See if we can hold. Alright, we're looking good. Patience, patience, patience. Yeah, that 382, between the 382.5 mark is looking good, looking healthy for a test. But this seems like we're holding nicely. So, let's see, nice, 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 nice. Bow, bow. As always, guys, anyone that's just joining us now, feel free to message us in the chat. Any TA that you'd like us to go on. More than happy to touch base. If you've got any trades, recommendations, send it over. Yeah, let's see what we can get. Let me have a little look at gold. What's gold doing? Ooh, I mean, natural gas is making that move down. Ooh, there we go. Failed to break through. Nice move. Got structure just here. It's on the move. Still structuring up. Nice bounce. Yeah, there's still more room for that dollar to come down to. Yeah. I see. So before that interest rate, I see this up towards 29 grand. Okay, this is where you start building some structure, maybe pull back, build some structure. And then depending on what the Fed comes out, we see a move. If not, we won't make 29, but we'll stick around this range and just build up structure. And then whatever the Fed comes out with, we'll either move up or move down. Ultimate, kind of the top target in terms of resistance between 30 and 32,000. That's what we're looking at. Prices pushing all the way up here. But I mean, yeah, like I said, if the Fed decides to increase the terminal rate forecast for this year, we won't even make it to that point. It will just come down. So we just need to be aware of what's happening. Ideally, I want to be out of all trades. I don't want to be in any trades by Wednesday. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. It's not worth. It's not worth trading. That news, Jerome Powell is just the disconnect between markets and the Federal Reserve is too wide. Yeah, Jerome Powell can come out the exact same hawkish, and markets will still take that positively for some reason and rally. Yeah, so I'm not going to fall for that anymore. I've lost trust in Jerome Powell, basically. He should realistically be coming in a lot more hawkish. He should have done in the last meeting on 2 or 3, and has failed to do so. So, yeah, just let the market do its thing. Come on, where's that rebound? You see here, we got this very nice key level of support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tests. That's the level you want it. Hold. If it doesn't hold, then The trend line will break, move down. Got some liquidity here, got some liquidity here and here. But yeah, ideally that's the area that you want to see hold. If it doesn't, then let it come down. As you can see, we're coming to the next area of support. So we're at that 0.5, 100 moving average on the 15. We need it to hold. This is still coming down. Got that 618 there. Ideally, we would have wanted to stick at that 382, really. But we'll see. This was the zone. We've broken through. Still coming down. Solana's up nicely. Litecoin's still looking weak, in all fairness. Still holding. Just very, very, very slow price action today. I think markets have zero clue as to what the hell is happening. I guess it's kind of risk off. I mean, there's a lot that has been happening recently. So, yeah. Exactly. I agree with you, mate. I agree with you. How have the equity markets opened? Got the Russell and the S&P up ever so slightly. There isn't a great deal. We still continue to make that move. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I still like the look of this. Still looks good. This is your key level of support. It's where you want to hold. See if we can hold. Too steep. Again, guys, thank you very much for the likes and follows. Very much appreciated. Let's see what we can get. Yeah, not looking too bad. Seeing a bit of support coming in, which is nice. So we just need it to continue. And we're all good. Yeah, 618 looks good. We've got a bit of structure to go off here. Yeah, no, the 618 looks good to be holding relatively nicely. Do, do, do. We're still coming down. Yeah, there's still plenty of space for that dollar to come down into. Still a whole load of room. See what we can get.
Look beyond the ordinary with Global X ETFs. more connected than ever. Even average household items like toasters now have the capability to connect to the internet. As innovation and investment in digital infrastructure continues to increase, technologies like 5G and the Internet of Things are growing exponentially. Visit globalxetfs.com to discover these themes and more for your portfolio.
Markets, headlines, and breaking news 24 hours a day at Bloomberg.com, on Bloomberg Television, and the Bloomberg Business app. This is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
But it's 9:46 on Wall Street. I'm Karen Moscow. Stocks are rebounding as regulators worldwide rush to shore up market confidence over the weekend, with the recent financial turmoil spurring speculation on a slower pace of tightening from major central banks. And we check the markets all day long here on Bloomberg.
Nice ideal.
Points at 39.23. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up
It's don't look
6%
too
or
bad.
94 points at 32,057. And the Nasdaq's down 0.5% or 60 points at 11,570. 10-year Treasury down 1/32. The yield 3.43%. The yield on the 2-year 3.86%. NYMEX crude oil is down 0.8%.
Everything's just brewing up. Everything's loading up for the week. There isn't a great deal of openings. I mean, really isn't much movement. Let this come down. Yeah, there really isn't much today.
JP Morgan up 1.6%. Wells Fargo is up 0.9%. And New York Community Bank Corp is up more than 33% after taking over Signature Bank's deposits and some of its loans. So that's a Mesa.
All right, Karen Moscow, thank you so much. We appreciate that as always. Well, we are just days into this regional banking crisis, turmoil, whatever you want to call it, and already the finger pointing has begun. It's mostly focused on some of the regulators here. Where were they? What did they miss? But now some people are starting to take a look at the auditors. Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, they collapsed days apart within 2 weeks of their auditor, who's KPMG, signing off on their books. Let's get a sense of kind of what that could mean.
Okay.
Now with Arthur Levitt, former SEC chairman and current Bloomberg LP board member. So Arthur, what does it mean if these
Yeah, I mean, we're just loading up here, guys. Got that 0.5 test so far. Still a little bit more room. Some liquidity just beneath that 618 as well as that 618. So we could come down if it does decide to push a bit lower past that 0.5. This has still got a lot. I mean, we're at the first area of support and demand on the dollar. So we could get a little bit of structure. But, I mean, look at how bearish that still looks. The real liquidity is being held here. So, I mean, that move is a decent move, a decent decline. Which should, in theory, give a nice bolstering in the dollar's value. So, yeah, I guess we just stay patient and see what happens. Yeah, Bitcoin's still structuring up. Yeah.
I'm hearing what you're saying, and I'm thinking to myself, it's one thing to identify a problem, it's another thing to take action on it. And those are two such distinct measures, especially given what we saw with Silicon Valley Bank and some of the issues that have been pretty seriously flagged by regulators.
I think that's true. And the close proximity between the clean audit reports and the crashes indicates important information was either missing or ignored.
Yeah, there isn't much to touch on. Not much to go off today. Yeah, I mean, guys, there really isn't much to touch on. Just gotta let it brew. So we'll update you where it's necessary. And yeah, we're sticking to our positions. As you can see, very little movement. The dollar index is actually moving decent amount, but there isn't much of a reaction elsewhere. So yeah, structuring up, holding. I guess markets are just anticipating the Fed meeting as well as the interest rate on Wednesday. So yeah, just gotta stay patient. We'll see how things kind of play out here. But as always, thank you very much for joining. We'll touch base with you all a bit later on for that New York close. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Cheers.